I'm Ken Spencer, President and CEO of HR Service. Welcome to our brief demonstration of Compliance Basics Plus. This is a total compliance solution designed to keep you compliant with all employment laws and ERISA requirements. I'm going to walk you through how to use the tools to get started, to give you the peace of mind that you have required documents and are using good practices. There are 5 main challenges facing employers that this service will help with. The first problem is the need to be able to pass a DOL ERISA audit. The Department of Labor is tasked with ensuring that all group plans are compliant with ERISA requirements. They're targeting to audit all plans regardless of size by 2018. Your audit could be next week or 3 years from now. A few months ago, we had a 15-person group audited as well. Fines could be as high as $110 per day per benefit plan for noncompliance, up to $500,000. But employers who demonstrate efforts to comply are less likely to be fined. We're going to go through some solutions to help you to make sure you are compliant. We've received several Department of Labor audit letters from clients who were audited. The DOL asks for a lot of information. In summary, they want to see a summary plan description for each benefit plan offered or an SPD wrap document. They're looking for various notices, 5,500 reports if they're applicable, if you have 100 or more participants or have a self-funded plan. And they're going to verify if clients have implemented all the Affordable Care Act requirements. The next challenge for employers is getting out all the employee notification requirements to plan participants. Now, some think the insurance providers take care of this, and others are just not aware of what's required. Most organizations are pretty good at getting out COBRA and the summary of benefits and coverage. Everything else seems to be hit and miss, and with most other notices not going out. Now, in a moment, I'll show you the web-based tools that come with this service that will help take care of these notices. The third challenge is keeping current with ever-changing employment laws and requirements. Every month, there are federal and state changes that take place. It's difficult keeping compliant if you don't know what's required. Your service provides you with a legal update once a month, telling you what you need to know and do when it's needed. This includes due date reminders, employer actions, state and federal changes. Emails come from our domain site at hrserviceinc.com, so please make sure to show us as a safe sender. Here's an example of one of our legal updates. At the top of every update are key due date reminders and changes. We show off federal compliance changes since the last update. We only send one legal update each month, keeping you informed without sending too many emails, so please read all emails that you receive. Your legal update provides a summary of state-by-state changes. States that are highlighted and underlined indicate there was a change in that state. This allows you to click on the states that apply to receive an overview of the changes and employer actions for that state. The legal update tells you what's changed. Once a month, we also provide you with a best practice article that tells you how to implement various changes dealing with compliance, HR, and leader best practices. Now, for example, we may cover how to set up a wellness plan or guide you how to handle sensitive terminations. Bulletins can be emailed to anyone at your organization. Here's an example of a best practice bulletin we wrote on how to pass an ERISA audit. The fourth challenge is being compliant with the privacy provisions of HIPAA. Employers are not adequately securing PHI or protected health information. We help with this by providing you with a web-based HIPAA toolkit that gives you all the steps to setting up your program with all needed policies, forms, and changes. And we'll show that to you in just a moment. The final challenge is the need to update your 125 premium-only plan documents. There were 2 changes in 2014 that either need to be amended in your current documents or simply use our 125 POP document tool to create a new up-to-date document. Our service provides an option to add in a 125 premium-only plan document service that's required that allows employees to participate in eligible plans on a pre-tax basis. The service provides the required document, summary plan, board resolution, and provides the tools required to complete annual discrimination testing. Now, if this service applies to you, it would have been indicated in your emailed instructions. By now, you will have received a username and password that allows you to log into our website located at www.hrserviceinc.com. Once you go to our website, you notice the login in the upper right-hand corner. Log in to see the various drop-down options and solutions. Your service includes web-based tools and resources that allow you to generate required employee notices, summary plan description wrap documents, health insurance exchange notices, the HIPAA toolkit, new hire forms and documents, and access to legal topics and our past HR bulletins. Now, going back to this list of employee notification requirements, one of your web-based tools allows either you or your insurance broker to answer basic questions about your organization and benefits that drive which notice applies. Once the questions are answered and you select a button to generate your notice, our system pulls in the notice that applies, populates them with any required company-specific information, and is emailed for distribution to participants. The system separately generates the health exchange notice so it can be given out to all newly hired employees. We recommend you run this all-in-one notice and health exchange notice once a year, right at the same time you do your open enrollment, by logging into the system and updating the information. And then it'll show you how it works. In fact, we'll show you how that works in just a moment. A critical part of the Compliance Basics Plus service is the SPD wrap service that allows you and your insurance broker to easily log into our web system, answer simple questions to create, store, and update your SPD wrap document. Once information is entered, you simply press a button to generate your SPD wrap document. It is then emailed to you or your broker with instructions on what to include with it and how to send it out. I will now demonstrate the web-based tools in more detail. For a more detailed training on completing each of the required employee notices, the SPD wrap or 125 premium only plan documents, click the links that are provided in your emailed instructions, and feel free to speak with one of our representatives. In fact, I'm going to go out of our system here now, and let's go into our. If you go to our service at hrserviceinc.com, log into the upper right-hand corner, enter in your username and password. Once you log in, you'll notice a number of drop-downs that provide you with various tools and options to help with your overall compliance. We talked a moment ago about the all-in-one employee notice requirement. If I go under Employee Notices, Employee Notice Report, I can come in here, upload my logo, answer basic questions about my organization, answer questions about my medical insurance, and once I've completed all of these questions, I come down here and then click this Generate Employee Notice document. I could come back into the same section and generate the health exchange notice. We keep these separate because this all-in-one notice only goes to participants in the medical insurance plan, where the other notice goes to all new hired employees or all employees if you hadn't previously given out this notification requirement. Okay. Going back here to other options, I could also go under our legal update to access all of our past legal updates by month, or I could go under legal update and access our legal library. I can search for things in alphabetical order, or if I hit Control F, I can search for any topic that I want information on. We also have a section here for HR forms and documents. Most of you already have this information, but it's nice having a one-place stop where you can get the latest I-9, W-4, job application, direct deposit form, whatever sort of information you may need. Just click these links to download whatever documents that you would desire. There's a section here for HR bulletins where we cover all of our past best practice articles. We have everything that you can imagine. For example, in January, we did an article on the employer reporting requirements. You can also, once a year, you'll receive a compliance calendar. If you click this link, you'll see our calendar provides you with all dates, compliance issues, and all actions that occur throughout the year. We'll also remind you of these things the month before each of these occur. And We spoke about the SPD wrap document. I can come into the SPD wrap document, drop down, click this link, and then I can go through, answer the various questions about the benefits that apply to me. Check the box for which benefits apply, fill out the information on eligibility, what happens when a benefit terminates, various information on my open enrollment, and then the details on each of my benefit plans. And then I can come down here and I can click this button once I've completed the information. I can save and exit, or I can, if I'm ready to generate my document, I click this button to generate my SPD Wrap document. If I click that button, it goes to whoever is indicated here. If you want it to go to you or to your broker or to both of you, you check that button. And then just make sure you have the correct information up above. If you have questions throughout, call us at our toll-free number, 855-447-3375, and you can speak with one of our specialists there. You can also have an option here where you could type in some basic information if you have questions. It's usually better to call and get that information taken care of then. Once you've generated your wrap document, it's sent to you in a Word format with instructions on what to include with it and how to send it out from there. You'll also notice options inside of here for what's called an SMM, or a Summary of Material Modification. Anytime you have a change in your benefits that's considered material, meaning your benefits went up or down, you can come into this tool to generate a required summary of material modification to help you to communicate that change to participants in the plan. So you simply come in here, indicate which benefits changed. You can check the box to attach information explaining the change, or you can check the box to actually explain the change itself. Indicate the date that it's occurred, and then check the item that best describes what kind of a modification change was it. Once it's complete, you can generate your notice, and then it's downloaded immediately here for you to download and distribute out to participants. If you have another notice, material modification you want to generate, just say yes and then generate that notice as well. All of your past summary of material modifications are stored here in the summary of material modification history for future access or download as needed. Now, if I have the 125 Premium Only Plan Document Service, I can also come into here and under this drop-down, I click the 125 Premium Only Plan Document, and then you'll see I have instructions here. Once I click this 125 pop link here, it directs you to another location. This is another one of our sites called Tax-Free Premiums, where you'll enter in your email and the password that you received, and that will get you access. And you'll see inside of there it just asks for some very basic information about your company, your plan year, and then you'll be able to download your documents from there to keep on file. So if the IRS or someone comes in, you've got that information available there. Also, you'll notice the drop down here for the HIPAA Toolkit. The HIPAA Toolkit allows you to go under the HIPAA Toolkit. I can go into here at Entity, it says Covered Entity Determination, start here. I can go into here, understand what level of HIPAA applies to me, see the steps to complete a HIPAA program, and then I can come back here and see all of the forms, documents, policies, and procedures, everything I need in order to create my HIPAA program. Okay, well, that is a quick overview of everything that for our Compliance Basics Plus service. Thank you so much for getting this set up. Please let us know if you have any questions. You can reach us, any of our support team at 801-685-8400, extension 0, or email clientsupport@hrserviceinc.com. Thank you so much, and we look forward to helping you be compliant.